In 1900, Karl Marx talked about alienation. And it's really fascinating the way that he has separated alienation for us, divided by 4 categories: nature, people, work, and self. Now, all of these are connected to each other in a way that we have made this life around us. We have made this situation and this living status around ourselves that we have forgot about everything that is actually important. We become alienated to the reality of life that we are living. One of the main things is alienating from nature, as he presented. And you see that all over the world. People destroy nature just to build something else, just to make themselves happier, which they think they become happier by destroying nature, destroying people, relationship, not paying attention to work, not paying attention to what they love and enjoy from work. And most importantly, alienation from self. And this is what makes living in this life so hard and at times miserable. It's because we are alienated. We don't see the reality of our life. We don't see life as it has to be. We try to alienate ourselves from situation just for ourselves to feel comfortable momentarily. And we don't show empathy. Empathy is the biggest problem that we have. There was a study done that proved how we are wired for empathy. They had in this study rats, and they gave rats shock, and they shocked them. Now the interesting part was that the rats getting shocked, they measured their stress hormones and how it changes. And as they getting shocked, the stress hormones went up. But as they were watching other rats get shocked, their stress hormone just shooted up to the sky. It was much worse than getting shot themselves, because we feel empathy. And that's how it is for society, for humans. We forget about our true nature. What is it that we want from life? What is it that our goal is? Are we alienating the life around us and making this a small momentary happiness for ourselves, thinking that this makes our life better? Well, in reality, life doesn't stop. It moves forward, regardless if we alienate ourselves from the nature, from people, from work. And next thing we know, we're set in our place and we create depression for ourselves. We create stresses for ourselves, and we create all of those negative energy around our life simply because we forget to look at life as it is. Life shouldn't be that difficult to understand if we put our energy and our life into it. In order to give life, you have to get life. In order to live happy, you have to be happy. When a child is born, how are they acting? Are they acting from their guts? Highly doubt if a child is born is not acting in their guts. Why? Because they haven't become alienated by society, by their parents, by the surrounding nature around them. They haven't been told what's right and what's wrong. But the question is what we're being told the right thing? Should we act from our guts and understand empathy and separate ourselves from people? Or should we become what others want us to be? It's really simple when we get distracted. It's really easy to get distracted, and it's not that complicated to figure out if we are distracted or not. But if you put the time and energy into understanding what our life wants us to do, then we can make life better for ourselves. Me and you, we're living in this world. We might live in the same country, we might live in the same city, and we might be neighbors, but we have completely different standards for our life. It's time to recognize those standards and understand that it's different from one another. If I'm not enjoying my life and I think life has to be on a set ground rule, that doesn't mean you should do this. You should be you. You should stop alienating yourself from the society, from the nature, from your work, and you should present who you truly are and what you truly love and what your passion is. That's very easy to get distracted, but that's not that hard. It might take time, but if you put the time and energy behind it, you can definitely stop, look inside the mirror and see your true self rather than someone that you want to be or someone that you perceive yourself to be. Karl Marx theory of alienation is a fascinating one, and I highly recommend you guys look inside of it, and by looking at it you'll see how we are getting manipulated into believing others and other people's standards of living based on our parents, our school, our society, and the nature that we have around us. So make the move. Look at the mirror, stand by a mirror and look at yourself and see, what do you see? Is the person that you are seeing is truly the person that you want to be? Are you truly getting the fulfillment that you want from life, from work? Or is there time for change? But remember one thing, it's never late to make those changes.